Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Hey Darius, how you doing? Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Did you come up with any additional questions about chapter 6 since the last Zoom session?
No, nothing new. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just rewatched the videos and then I kind of understand it now.
Yeah, I hope the videos are helpful. I'm learning that not a few of my colleagues aren't they it's they it's a lot of work and effort to put those videos together, and I realized I was one of a handful of professors actually, at least among SDCCD, to actually create those videos. And I guess I'm going to help put together similar videos for the intermediate Java course and also the uh, uh, the the assembly language course next semester. So hopefully they're useful, and if you guys take more courses moving forward, they'll be they'll be useful to you guys. I see I have Dorothy in it as well. Nice to see you. Um, all right, I'm gonna at this point I'm gonna open the floor to questions before we start, just like I did in the last review. Any questions, Dorothy? I know Darius has already asked his questions. Yeah, I saw Ajit in the chat at one point, but hopefully he comes back in. Barring any questions, I'd like just to reiterate, I'm very happy with how fast you guys have generally been able to keep up with the course. This is a phenomenal class. Everybody's generally keeping up. I did want to slow the class a little bit down so we can understand what we've learned so far and sort of synthesize it and get a better understanding. And actually, speaking of which, right now, since I'm already on my side of Canvas, I'm gonna go ahead and launch the final project on Canvas. The the final project assignments. If you go to your Canvas, you'll see that it's now published, and um, it's available for you guys to read through. You have three options for your final projects, project 1, 2, and 3. They all have to do with um, creating a class to create to basically process a text file that's available in your Canvas course files. So read through that. Totally unrelated to the midterm, I know, but just good to know. And also a good reminder for me to publish it on Saturday morning. So barring any questions before I start with the review, I'll go ahead and go over what exactly we're gonna do on the midterm. So like I said in the previous review, it is a 50 question test, multiple choice, true, false, multiple answer, a more varsity questions, not necessarily, I would say varsity level, but definitely harder questions than in your module reviews. Also, I would say focus on chapters 1 through 6, particularly chapters 5 and 6, but you'll have at least 8 questions per chapter in each in the midterm. And again, it's nothing tricky, but it's designed intentionally to not be as obvious as it might seem. Chapters 7 and 8 are going to be held for the final, but you still need to finish the chapter 7 quiz by Monday, and then we'll start chapter 8 on Thursday to give you guys time on Tuesday and Wednesday to work through the midterm. At this point, we will go through some of the concepts that's going to be reviewed on the midterm. First, know who made Java. Know what the JVM does, what its outputs are, what inputs it takes, what exactly it does, right? And know that also, once you get into chapter 8 towards the end, with garbage collection, you review what the JVM does in the background. Know that too for the final. Moving on to primitive data types, just know what operations you can do on each data type, and what are the byproducts of those operations. Moving further into chapter 2, just know what you can and cannot do with the scanner class, and switch statements are super important, especially with case expressions. Let's see, you'll have at least 2 code questions where you have to evaluate code per chapter. So out of the 8 questions that I put in the midterm, 2 of them are going to be related to interpreting what a piece of code says. You have 4 choices. Most of the time, out of those 4 choices, the 4th choice is going to be either it's a null return, or it's an error. Don't be afraid to say that it's an error. It could very well possibly be an error, but it's not always going to be an error. See what else. Move on to loop control statements. Again, know what the different loops do, what they're good for. Couple questions about the random class. I know I didn't use it too much in the videos, but just know what the byproducts are for the random class. Just a couple questions on that. On to chapter 5 and 6. Know what a local variable is and what scope means. What exactly does that mean for a variable if you initialize it inside a method or outside a method, or where you initialize it inside the main method. Let's see, what else? Constructors are very important. Study those for chapter 6. And understand what the object-oriented design is and how important that is. So I would say this is a pretty, it's a less straightforward quiz than your typical module quizzes, but it's not impossible, and I would say it's where you need to be for a midterm. Any questions about the midterm?
So there's no time limit on the.
No time limit. No time limit. I was debating about putting a time limit on there, but I figured I haven't put a time limit on any of the other module quizzes before, so I won't start now. Any other questions? Nope. Any questions in general? Dorothy, you have any questions at all about the course? Guess not. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'll go ahead and end the recording and the call. Thanks for calling in again for the 2nd time, Darius. And I'll post this video on YouTube, and then also on the Canvas website under the midterm module as where was my naming convention? Midterm review number 2. And if anybody wasn't able to catch this, or able to make either this or or the last midterm review. And again, thank you for being studious this semester, and I hope to um, hope to teach you guys in the future. All right, this is
Thank you, Professor.
no problem.